to my YouTube channel. It's nice having you all back on the show. If this is the first time you're coming across my video, please do wait to hit the notification bell as this will enable you get more videos from me. Thank you for joining me on this segment of the show where I have come with another real life situation topic. And in this segment, we'll be talking about something I call the blame game. You all agree with me that at some point of our lives, we are all guilty of this particular topic we'll be looking at today. But before I proceed, I would like to give a brief definition of what I understand to be called the blame game. The blame game is a situation where one party blames another for an unfortunate incident or even a bad thing rather than seeking an immediate solution. And as I said earlier on, of course, I know we are all guilty of this at some point in our life. It is important to also know that this blame game never works for anyone. And in respect of that, a deep research have shown that people who take their time to play this game, they perform less, they lose their status, and they also perform worse relative to people who rather own up to their own mistake and seek immediate solution when they are faced with different challenges instead of digging and analyzing who could be held responsible. Of course, this has nothing to do with when something happened, not trying to get to the root cause or undermining whoever that could be responsible for it. It's just a way of saying that maybe when something is at hand, maybe when we are faced with a particular something, maybe when something come up, maybe we should try as much as possible to seek an immediate solution instead of playing the blame game all around. You all know what I'm talking about. Take for instance, husband and wife. What about the employers and the employee? Brothers and sisters, boyfriend and girlfriend, it cut across all the phases of life. People tend to play this blame game more often than you can even imagine. Okay, the man will say that I am the head of the family. And then sometime when there is a particular challenges at home or in place of open confrontation, instead of just letting go and taking a walk, you rather want to prove a point. Sometimes these points are not even necessary. It is also very important to know that people who own up to their own mistakes, people who take responsibility for whatever must have happened irrespective of the gravity, they tend to make this world a better place. And this includes organizations and also the society at large. Why? Because it is believed that people who have a rampant culture of playing the blame game, they are also at serious disadvantage when it comes to creativity, production, when it comes to learning new things, and also risk-taking. Why? Because instead of them to focus their attention into creating an immediate solution for the challenge, they rather sit back and then do the digging. Or rather, they analyze and look for who they could possibly shift the blames to. But that is not the way forward. Why? Because if only we can look inward, if only we can learn how to take responsibility for whatever it is that we must have done. Sometimes you might be faced with some challenges. Maybe it could be your colleague, your employee, your neighbor, your wife, your husband, your children. I could go on and on. Sometimes when you look inward, there are some certain things you think that they are the ones that are actually wrong. But in the real sense, have you thought about it? Have you given it a critical thought? Have you really sit down to analyze it? Are you really sure you are not the one to be blamed? Because especially in this part of the world when we find ourselves, some parents, they just feel that there is no way they can be wrong. In fact, most of the African parents cannot be wrong. They are always right. But why don't we just try to sit down and then look into this matter critically and then learn how to take responsibility for our own action, whether it is negative or positive. That way, we become even better ourselves. Learn to take responsibility. Learn to quit blaming people for everything. Sometimes you are actually the one who is wrong. If you are wrong, own up. If you do something bad, own up to it. You know, if it means for you to apologize, apologize. And then you can move on. You can move on. Nobody is too big, nobody is too small to say the word, I am sorry. You know, that word, I am sorry, it can go a long way. It can change situation. It can turn so many things around. Just say it and play the blame game. Because the blame game doesn't take anyone anywhere. Remember, it is the blame game that has kept us in this present situation. You all know the story of the creation, the story of Adam and Eve. You remember when God first called Adam in the Garden of Eden? Adam, where art thou? What did he say? He put the blame on God. He said, the woman you gave to me gave me the fruit to eat. And then when he called the woman put the blame on the serpent. He said, the serpent deceived me into eating the fruit. You all know that this blame game thing has been there since inception. But that doesn't mean that we should continue in that route. Because sometimes I think about it personally and I said, if only Adam owned up to God and said, oh God, I am sorry, maybe we wouldn't have been in this, this whatever it is that we are in today. Maybe it would have been, the world would have been a better place. But I don't want to go deep into that. My focus today is just to talk about the blame game. We should quit blaming people for whatever unfortunate thing that must have happened to us. Look inward, take responsibility, own up to your mistakes. That is the only way you can become better mentally and also otherwise. You become better and better and better when you are able to quit the blame game, take responsibility, own up to your mistakes, learn how to say, I am sorry. It doesn't take anything from you. It could be a husband, it could be a wife, it could be a father, it could be a son, it could be a daughter. Whatever it is, when you err, learn to say, I am sorry. Learn to take responsibility. Stop blaming people. Rather, seek immediate solution, And then if at all, you must blame somebody, why don't we do it constructively, bringing the person and then getting to the root of the matter, just in case to correct an error so that such thing will not happen again, not with the purpose of humiliation or whatever the case may be. Yes, maybe if we do it that way, the world will be a better place. Thank you for joining me on this segment of the show. I look forward to meeting you again in my next edition when I'll be coming with another real life situation. Please do subscribe to my video as this will enable you get more talk from me. It is me, your girl, Real Talk with Liz.